All right, the last of the principles is the correcting principles. So this is those strategies for when we experience behaviors, how do we respond to them in a helpful and mindful way that is understanding their trauma, but also addressing the behavior, because that is an important component. When we're experiencing behaviors or outbursts with our campers, we need to take a quick pause and ask ourselves, are they being willfully disobedient or are they acting out of a survival strategy? So, if you think back to our brain overview, the brain is wired based on our experiences. And so, if our kids learned to survive by acting in this way, if they learn to survive by not responding, if they learn to survive by yelling or screaming, that is what they're trained to do. They're not doing it because they're trying to be disobedient, because they don't like you, or because they're fighting with you. They're doing it because that is how they have learned to survive. And to us, it looks like a disobedient behavior. But in reality, that's not what's going on in their brain. In their brain, they're not trying to harm, they're not trying to cause issues. That is just how they are wired. That doesn't give them the right, and that doesn't give them a free passage to be able to have those behaviors, but it frames our response. Okay, this is what it's doing. So if we understand that majority of the behaviors we're experiencing are because there's unmet needs and this is how they are wired to survive, then we can enter into that situation and be able to address and say, what is this need? How can I meet this need and address this behavior in an appropriate way? If we think our kids are just being willfully disobedient, then we're going to resort very quickly to punishment and consequences and things that often do not work for kids who have experienced trauma. Because if trust is disrupted, then we don't have that foundation for them to understand and to respect our discipline. What we have to do is we have to connect, redirect, and then we can address the behaviors and have them practice redos so that we can experience healthy behaviors on the other end. Okay, so be mindful and be thoughtful of, is this camper being willfully disobedient or are they acting out of a survival behavior?